Hi, folks. My name is Steve Barrera, and I wanted to take you on a little tour of flow engineering, which is how I work with teams to sometimes double their throughput, simplify their processes, and improve collaboration across massive projects, complicated products, and complex services. So essentially, flow engineering is 5 maps. It could be more, could be less, but the main goals that we're tackling with flow engineering are establishing a very clear understanding of value, what's important, what are we striving for, what are we trying to accomplish. Then what we look at is how do we do work today? How does work get transformed into value for customers? How do we get it out the door? What gets stuck? What gets complicated? Where do we struggle? We also look at dependencies, things that are outside teams holding them back, common choke points in value streams. Then we redesign our target state. We create a better version of the workflow and detail out not only what that looks like, but how that performs. What is going to be the ROI of our improvement efforts, whether it's automation or simplification, better information flow, better feedback loops, less rework, higher quality. All of these things are goals that we can incorporate into flow engineering. And then the way that we transform that into action is via the flow roadmap. Flow roadmap is basically a set of actions that we get really specific about when are these things going to happen, who's going to own them, and how are we going to measure progress. So we go from wanting things to be different to having a very clear plan about what that looks like. And speaking of what that looks like, we often have these really long, complicated, large value streams where we map them, we find out, there's all these areas that are slowing down performance, that are adding complexity and making it very expensive to get work done. And we transform that into a future state that is faster, simpler, more clarified for everybody involved, and also produce way more value. We increase throughput, we increase quality, and that has like a flywheel effect on the performance of teams. They end up accomplishing way more with way less effort and way less running around and worrying whether things are going to be done. So, if that's interesting to you, I would love to have you join the session. I would love to tell you more about it. This is a small piece of the puzzle, but we can get way more into the details of what flow engineering actually looks like, how we do it, and what are some of the results that people achieve when we start to step away from the work and look at how the work works. So, I hope to see you at the session. Thanks for watching the video.